The fastest way to get ahead of 99% of artists is to start drawing new things. It's super simple, but so many people get stuck in their comfort zones, drawing the same thing over and over. And hey, I get it. It's tempting. I've been doing anime glow art for 3 years, and I still haven't changed my art style since then, and it's time to step outside my comfort zone and draw new things. I know it's hard and scary to get out of your comfort zone, but if you really want to get better, you've got to step out of that comfort zone and try something new. Think about it. The more you challenge yourself, the more you grow. It's like working out at the gym. You can't expect to get stronger if you're lifting the same weight every single time, right? The same goes for drawing. You've got to push yourself by drawing things you're not used to. Maybe that's drawing hands, feet, anatomy, or even tricky things like perspective. Or it could be trying something totally different, like animals, houses, or scenery. You could even experiment with new art styles. Now, you might be wondering why drawing new things makes such a big difference. Well, here's the thing. Every time you try something unfamiliar, you're not only expanding your skill set, but you're also training your brain to think differently. That's where the magic happens. You'll start seeing shapes, lines, and shadows in a whole new way, and that's going to translate into better drawings overall. Another benefit of trying new things is the growth it promotes in areas you might not expect. You may be focused on learning a new subject or technique, but along the way, you'll sharpen your observational skills, understand proportions more clearly, and even develop better control over your tools. Drawing new subjects will train your eyes and hands to be more in sync, making even your older subjects easier to draw. Plus, it keeps things interesting. You won't get bored, and you might even surprise yourself with what you're capable of. And let's be honest, nobody wants to feel stuck or stagnant in their art. When you're continually challenging yourself, not only do you improve your skills, but you stay more motivated to keep creating. Okay, so trying new things doesn't mean you need to go from drawing simple stick figures to realistic portraits overnight. Start small. Maybe you're used to drawing characters without hands or just the face. Try drawing characters with hands or a full body instead. It's all about taking baby steps. The key is to try, fail, and learn, not to expect perfection from the get-go. What's important to remember is that small progress is still progress. Drawing a hand for the first time may feel like a challenge, but even if it doesn't look perfect, you've already taken a step forward just by attempting it. Over time, these small steps build on each other, leading to noticeable improvement in your work. If you mess up, who cares? That's how you learn. You have to be okay with not getting things right the first time. It's part of the process. The more comfortable you get with mistakes, the more confident you'll feel about trying again. Each attempt is a step closer to mastering that new thing. Here's another thing that's super important: consistency. Trying new things is one part, but the other part is sticking with it. Improvement doesn't happen overnight. If you draw new things every now and then, but aren't consistent, you might not see the growth you're hoping for. The idea of consistency doesn't mean you have to put hours in every day. Even dedicating 10 to 15 minutes to practicing something new can make a difference over time. The key is to make it a habit. The more regularly you engage with new challenges, the easier it becomes to integrate new techniques and ideas into your drawing style. So make it a habit. Set small goals for yourself. Like, this week, I'll try drawing 3 new things. It could be anything: a hand, a plant, a cat. The more consistent you are, the faster you'll improve. And over time, you'll begin to notice improvements, not just in those new areas, but across your overall work. Sometimes the hardest part about trying new things is figuring out what to try. And that's totally normal. We've all stared at a blank page not knowing where to start. But here's a tip. Get inspired. Look around you. Check out artists you admire, or even scroll through social media. See something cool? Try drawing it in your own way. Inspiration can come from the most unexpected places. Maybe it's the texture of a tree bark you walk by, or a cool pose from a movie scene you just watched. The world is full of potential drawing subjects. The more you expose yourself to different ideas, the easier it will be to find new things to try. There's a ton of inspiration out there, and the more you look around, the more ideas you'll get. Take note of what catches your eye, and don't be afraid to put your spin on it. The more you experiment, the more you'll learn about what excites you as an artist. This part is crucial. You can't be afraid of messing up. When you try new things, you're not always going to nail it the first time, and that's okay. In fact, I'd be worried if you did. Failure isn't a sign that you're bad at something. It's just part of the learning process. Remember, failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the path to success. Those failed drawings are teaching you what works and what doesn't. Every mistake provides valuable feedback. When something doesn't go as planned, take it as an opportunity to refine your approach. Every great artist has failed more times than you can count. They've all made ugly drawings, struggled to get things right, and felt frustrated. But they didn't give up. And that's what matters. It's not about getting it perfect the first time. It's about showing up, trying again, and improving with each attempt. Mistakes are proof that you're trying. When you do try something new and it actually turns out decent, or even better than you expected, take a moment to celebrate that. You earned it. It's easy to overlook your progress when you're always focused on the next challenge, but celebrating even small victories can boost your motivation and remind you how far you've come. Maybe that hand didn't come out perfect, but it looks better than your last attempt, and that's worth acknowledging. Give yourself credit, even for the little improvements. You might not see huge progress right away, but every step forward counts, and over time, those small wins will add up to something really amazing. Success builds on itself, and recognizing your achievements can give you the confidence to keep pushing forward. At the end of the day, the goal here isn't to create perfect art every time. It's about growing. The more you challenge yourself, the better you'll get, and the more confidence you'll build. Growth happens at your own pace, and it doesn't always look like a straight line. Some days you'll feel like you're improving rapidly, and other days you might feel stuck. But as long as you're challenging yourself, you're moving in the right direction. So, if you've been sticking to drawing the same things for a while, this is your sign to break out of that routine. Try something new. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be different. Each time you step out of your comfort zone, you're building a stronger foundation for your art journey. In conclusion, trying new things is one of the most effective ways to push your artistic boundaries and grow as an artist. It challenges your mind, keeps you engaged, and helps you develop a deeper understanding of your craft. Whether it's experimenting with new techniques, drawing unfamiliar subjects, or simply stepping out of your comfort zone, every new experience brings you closer to becoming the artist you want to be. So, don't be afraid to explore, embrace the learning process, and remember, progress comes from taking those creative risks. If you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on improving your art. Let me know in the comments what new thing you're going to try drawing next. I'm excited to see what you come up with. See you in the next video.